Okay, so let us kick off. So for the agenda today, you can see we are talking about more on the design for the P2P, how we're going to set up, what is the application that we run. Then later on, I will show you some of the demo, okay, for our new those cloud management called the CWM F200. So overall for dealing, okay, we have a one-stop total solutions. Okay, on the left-hand side over here, you can see that we able to support the remote side. Okay, you can set up the DWM 321, 312, okay, VPN back to the HQ. Of course, the HQ, we can set up the firewall. We have the DFL 870. Then next security solution over here, we have the L7 security gateway. This one allows you to see all the HTTPS traffic inside your networks. Okay, followed by we have the core switch. Okay, the core switch, we have the Jesse, we have the data center switch. Okay, we have the DXS 3600 series. And next, we have the distribution layer. Of course, is the DGS 3630 or the 3130. Okay, next, for the hardware controller on the AP, as you can see, I highlight is the DWC 2000. Okay, able to manage all our DWL series. Okay, then for the indoor Wi-Fi solution, okay, we have Nucleus Connect, Nucleus Cloud. Okay, we have the hardware solutions, okay, DWC. Then next, today topic, okay, today one will be more on the P2P. So it's on the right hand side itself. It's our DAP F series. So before I kick off, okay, we just go through one more time. Okay, for the first one on the right hand side is our hardware controller. It manages all our DWL series. Okay, maximum 256, depending on you got custom together or not. Okay, so next we will have the Nucleus Connect. Okay, Nucleus Connect we can support 1000. Okay, the software you need to install yourself. Okay, it's a free software, support up to 1000 AP. Okay, the AP series is called a DAP. Okay, DAP. Next, of course, over here we have the Nucleus Cloud. Is our DBA series. Okay, for this cloud, okay, the cloud wireless controller will be able to manage unlimited AP. Okay, but of course you will need to get the license. Okay, per year, 3 years or 5 years. And today's topic, okay, will be the P2P. Is our DAP F series. Okay. It will be able to support, okay, for the software itself, right? The software able to support up to 100K, okay, 100K, but it's really depend on the software specs. Okay, depend, is it i7 or those server specs called, So again, Nucleus Connect, okay, is a software that the customer will need to host it. Okay, everything is free. You can download, then they can install inside their network. Next will be the Nucleus Cloud. Okay, is the wireless controller is inside the cloud. Then followed by the hardware, okay, the DWC series. And lastly, today's topic, okay, the outdoor AP P2P. So what kind of application will use P2P or P2MP? Okay, normally for Singapore project, okay, our one is more on the CCTV, okay, those IP camera. They got different site, temporary site. Okay, they will need to create, they need to get all the IP camera view, the live view back to their central. Okay, so, but they cannot lay the cables, you cannot dig the fiber on the road, those kind of things. Okay, so they can use our P2P solution, okay, to do the bridging. So all the site will bridge back to the HQ. The next, some of the project encounter is more for buildings. Okay, for example, 2 buildings across the road. Okay, they don't want to get one more ISP on the office, and they want everything under one management, very easy to manage. So they can do the P2P across. So the other side can just come back to the main office and go internet. Okay, next, okay, we have the smart city. So for example, some of the country, those town is very far away, okay, very small. They can use this to broadcast the wireless to a small city or even a small town. Okay, so before you start P2P, what is the important things to take note? Okay, the first thing, most importantly is the line of sight. Okay, the LOS. Okay, without this line of sight, the throughput will drop. There's no signal. A lot of things will happen because I encountered issue on one of the project. Okay, during the site survey, I saw everything is okay, so we put an AP there. But after a few years, the tree grew taller. Okay, the tree grew taller. Okay, it just cover the AP. So the customer call and complain, hey, why my signal so weak? Keep on having disconnection. Okay, unable to see all the CCTV across another site. You know, those kind of things will happen. So make sure when you do the site survey for the line of sight, it's very, very important. Okay, next will be the range. Okay, you need to see what's the range. You can recommend the correct AP with the correct antenna. Next, of course, we are talking about P2P outdoor AP. So we need the IP rating. Okay, those 66, 67, those kind of thing. Then next, okay, we have the frequency 2.4 or 5 gig. Normally, customer will ask, hey, which one is better? But the first proposal, I always will use 5 gig. Okay, because 5 gig will give them a higher throughput. Okay, higher throughput, but the distance is short. Okay, the distance is short. So compared to 2.4, you can go further, but 2.4, the speed is not that high and a lot of interference. Okay, so depend on the customer application, see what they require. They require a lot of bandwidth or not. If not, they can just fall back to 2.4. But just take note, 2.4 very easy to get interfere because the channel is only 1 to 13, and the channel that you can use is 1, 6, 11. You're not sure that the rest of the environment, the other AP will same channel as you, or those kind of things. So it's very depend on the environment itself. Okay, next, of course, throughput, you will need to calculate. For individual site, how many cameras, for example, will need to come back to the HQ. So you will need to roughly calculate what is the required bandwidth, what is the AP that we propose, is it suit for this project or not. Okay, so when you calculate the throughput, please, for example, there's around 20 camera. Okay, each of the camera may use up 2 to 4 megabit per second, 2 to 4, by default should be 2. Okay, so 20 times 2 equals to 40. Okay, 40 megabit per second. That is what this bridge required. Okay, but when you do the calculation for the bridge baud rate, please get it double. For example, if it's required 80, you just make sure the baud rate is 160. Okay, why? Because normally the AP show you the baud rate. Okay, baud rate, you still need to divide by 2. Because the baud rate is not the actual speed, okay, for the wireless. So you need to divide by 2, you need to divide by the environment, those kind of things. So in case for this bridge, okay, they need 80, play safe, okay, play safe. Try to get 433, okay, 433, at least 1 times 1 AC, okay, 433. Any question, guys? Please feel free to ask me. Because I cannot see my chat group, you all can just unmute and ask me question, no problem. Okay, next, Wi-Fi protocol. Okay, we have the AC, we have the N. Of course, for the first proposal, okay, I will always recommend AC because higher speed, you know, the customer can enjoy speed and allow a lot of IP camera to go through those kind of stuff. Then next, we have the QoS. Okay, we can adjust the QoS to allow the video or voice to go through first. Then antenna. Okay, what type of antenna should we use? Is this AP able to install the external antenna? We need to get the high dBi, those kind of thing. Then lastly is the mounting. Okay. So before we start anything, right? Okay, first, most important thing, you need to get the floor plan for the customer. Okay, you need to see the area, you need to see the environment. Okay, how you're going to place your AP. Okay, next, you will need to identify which AP to use. Okay, we have a lot of series, we have the P2P, those kind of things. You need to identify. Next, we will proceed on to the POC because you will pinpoint which of the area to put the AP. We will go down to the site survey to test it out. Is it working fine? Is this the correct location? Is there any interference? Those kind of stuff. But I can tell you 90%, 90%. Okay, you go down, you sure need to do fine tuning. Okay, because environment play a part. Okay, some of them, you know, the environment not good, a lot of interference. You run this channel, all the things die. So you need to do fine tuning. Okay, next, okay, fine tuning finish. The result is good. Okay, then you can start the implementation. Okay, the AP install, those kind of stuff. So for P2P, okay, there's a challenge to deploy. Okay, first, like I say, line of sight. Okay, the longer the distance, the faster zone, this area, right, will be taller. Okay, it means that it will increase like this. So this one is very, very important. In case if you pull the distance, okay, for example, 10 kilometer, the zone here will be very, very tall. In case there's a tree that enter this zone, right, there's a tree or any object, okay, it will cause interference to this channel, guarantee. But the shorten the distance is, this one would be much more smaller. Okay, guys, please take note, this one is very important. So in case you want to put long distance, it is always recommended to put taller. Okay, taller a bit, taller, and the distance can go far. Remember, next, alignment. Wow, this one also very important because a lot of site survey we went down. We will make sure we can get the correct baud rate. For example, the AP we use 2x2. 2x2, the baud rate is 866. We will try to get the settings the result as 866. So this is very, very tied to your alignment. For example, if you put like that, I can tell you your baud rate will be very, very low. Okay, this one also the same thing. Okay, it will drop. Okay, for example, if your one is 2x2, it will drop maybe until 1x1. So the alignment is very, very important. Okay, for directional antenna, the angle is very, very small. Please take note on this. So we will try to become the correct alignment. You can get 866. Okay, I got the result. Okay, I got the real site survey. Okay, it's ready. We can reach 866. Very, very high for the customer. Next, very important site survey. Just now I keep talking about POC and site survey. So we will need to make sure the AP location is correct. Okay, is it line of sight? Those kind of thing. Okay, ensure the environment. Okay, once you place the AP, okay, you pinpoint the location. You need to make sure the surrounding there's no other AP. Okay, if there is, okay, please change the different channel. Those kind of things. Please do not crash with another environment factors. And of course, we need to test the result. Okay, you can run a few tests. You can set up the FTP server. You can download. Check the speed. What speed we can get. Okay. So for the Wi-Fi site survey checklist, okay, we can see is it 2.4 or 5 gig. Okay, we have the tools for site survey. Normally it's MNet. Okay, Insider. Normally I will use Insider or okay the Wi-Fi Analyzer. But for example, some of the environment, some of the site, the AP already mount on the building. Okay, how do we go to check the Wi-Fi, okay, the environment? Actually, you can go inside the AP itself. You just do the scan. Okay, you will be able to see your environment also. Okay, next, what type of adapter? Okay, for the site survey, please match it when you do those wireless speed tests. Okay, then is it cover the area that you want? Is it the correct distance? Those kind of things. Then of course heat map. Okay, to allow the customer to see you already got did your part. Okay, all the required area already cover. Okay, those kind of things. Then those cover area, is it under a good antenna? Okay, good coverage. Those kind of stuff. Okay, next for the interference. Okay, we can see, is it nearby, there's any interference, AP and all, maybe change the wireless channel, those kind of things. Then, okay, propose the correct AP hardware. Then lastly, what is the application they use? So this is more on the Wi-Fi analytic tools. Okay, we have the Insiders. Okay, we have the Wi-Fi Analyzer. So this one is more like the Insider that run on the laptop itself. So you will be able to see your surrounding, okay, surrounding. On the wireless channel they run, what is the signal strength. Try to change your wireless channel not to clash with those very high minus 66, minus 50, those kind of things. Try to get it, if the wireless channel is not inside, it's better. Okay, if inside already all the channel is full, try to match those that is minus 90. Okay, minus 90, maybe minus 80, those kind of channel. Because the bigger the number, okay, the weaker the signal strength is. Remember this, guys. So next will be the Wi-Fi analyzer that is inside the mobile devices. Okay, normally I will use it. Okay, there's one difference between the Android version and the iOS. Okay, for iOS, you cannot see this part. Okay, for iOS, because you know they lock the thing to a lot of difficulty. So for Android, you will be able to see a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a difference between iOS and Android version. Okay. So next we will talk about antenna. Okay, antenna is very important. So of course, if you get the low dBi, okay, around 8, of course the angle is very huge, but the distance is very short. Okay, next you get a 14. Okay, the distance will be far, but the angle will drop. Okay, so just now we talked about alignment. This alignment is very, very important if you get a very high dBi. So for example, 24, only 7 degrees. So you need to really get line of sight and you need to adjust the alignment. Okay, for the omnidirectional is normally we say 360. Okay, 360. The higher the dBi, the smaller the cover, the overshed is. But of course, the distance will increase. Okay, you can see the distance increase, the height is reduced. Okay. So for 12 dBi, it's a bit different. This one is shorter, the distance is shorter a bit, the height will be longer. Okay, the 9 dBi is like that. Okay, please take note, guys. So this one normally for backhaul, point to point, we will not use the directional because 360, the distance is not that far. Okay, normally we will use directional antenna. Okay, for AP, dual broadcasting to client, then we use this one. Okay, omnidirection for 360. Okay, so this is some of the scenario. Okay, we have the point to point over here. Okay, this is called the multiple point to point. So in between here, you need to pull the LAN cable. Okay, so most of my project that I done is under this scenario. Okay, under this scenario, because this is the first one that I will recommend customer to do. But of course, I did face some of the customers say that, hey, I don't want to use so many AP. I want to save costs for my project. You know, there's a budget limit, those kind of thing. So in the end, okay, you can use this one, point to multi-point. One AP to 2 AP. Okay, this is what we call PtmP. Okay, but please take note of one critical part. For example, if this AP is 866, okay, you will need to divide by 2, 433. Remember, 433, very important. It will divide by 2. Please take note. So when you calculate what is the requirement bandwidth, you will need to do some calculation if you use PtmP. Okay, guys? Okay, so next, okay. So during the POC, sometimes you will encounter issue. For example, my signal very weak. Or even, I ping halfway, why keep on dropping? Sometimes it's due to interference. So there's a few solutions to it. Okay, first, of course, you need to use the Wi-Fi analytic, okay, those site survey tools, okay, to see your environment. If your channel is crashing with another channel. For 2.4, remember, guys, the channel is 1, 6, and 11. These three will not cross over to each other. Okay, for 5 gig, you are safe. For 5 gig, all the channel will not cross over to each other. But you will need to select those channels that is not used by other people on the 5 gig itself. Okay. So even you change the channel, still cannot use, right? The last resort will be changing the location. Okay, once you change the location, okay, the result will be better. Okay, sometimes if you change the location, still bad. Okay, do restart the Wi-Fi site survey again to check the Wi-Fi channel, those kind of things, and change location again if possible. Okay, if possible. So this one, okay, for our model, okay, we have a few types. We have the P2P and PtmP. So take note, for this model 3704, we can support PtP and PtmP. For this like a dish shape, okay, the dish one, remember, cannot do PtmP, okay, for the dish one, because this one is a higher dBi, so the angle will be smaller, so it's unsuitable for PtmP. So we have this 3705. So here is the wireless N solution. Okay, take note. Next, below one will be the higher one, will be the wireless AC solution that running on 5 gig only. Okay, 5 gig. So we have the 0 to 3 kilometer, we have 0 to 5, and 0 to 20. Okay, most of my project, I use this one. Okay, some of the success case, I run this one very, very good. Okay, the customer got impressed by the 866 result. So when he do the speed test, those kind of thing, right, we can go over 200 megabit per second. This one very, very good. Okay. So this is the model. Okay, we have the 3704, 3705. Remember, it's an N solution. For the AC, okay, we have the 3711, 3713, and 3712. Okay, for 3712 is 0 to 20 kilometer. Okay, this one is the N solutions. Okay, so for the N, okay, is the wireless N up to 300 megabit per second. So the antenna, okay, is a 10 dBi, 24 dBm power output. So this one, take note, for this N series, the LAN port is only fast E. Okay, please take note, it's only fast E. So for all the mode, okay, you have the AP mode, P2P, P2MP mode, WDS mode, okay, or you can set it, okay, and even the repeater mode. These four actually is the same thing, guys. Okay, actually it's the same thing. When you see inside the mode, these two don't have, only here. Okay, WDS AP or WDS. Okay, please note. Then IP65. Okay, next we have the dish one. Okay, the wireless N. Okay, up to 300 also, but you can see the DPI is much more higher. Okay, only one FE PoE port. Okay, support all the modes. Then IP66. Okay, up to 10 kilometer. Okay, next will be our AC solution. Okay, only 5 gig, only 5 gig. So for the first one, okay, up to 867. Okay, the antenna will be much more smaller. It's 15 dBi. Okay, we have the 2GE port. Okay, it's an IP66 up to 3 kilometer. Next, this one is a bit different. This one you can, okay, you can get your own external antenna to increase this one, the dBi, to higher. Okay, but default, it will just give you 17 dBi. Okay, 1 GE port. Okay, 1 GE, their IP66, okay, up to 5 kilometer. And please take note, this one require PoE plus. But luckily, all the dealing switch, okay, is running on PoE plus. And lastly, our 3712, this one, 867. This one have a high antenna, okay, 23 dBi, only 1 GE port, okay, support up to 20 kilometer, okay, 20, So this is the backhaul solution, okay, we have the side-to-side, okay, means PTP, or multiple site solution, okay, you can set up P2P, then some of the area cannot, you can just do the PtmP. So for next will be the outdoor WISP solution. What is WISP? It's like a wireless internet service provider. Some of the country, for example, like Philippines, Indonesia, okay, they have multiple islands. Okay, the islands do not have internet, very hard to lay cable, those kind of things. So some of the service provider, they will be able to do the PTP, okay, to broadcast the Wi-Fi, okay, to the homeowner. So we have a different base station. Okay, we have the smaller one. Okay, for example, if the building is very, the height is not that tall, okay, you can use this type of antenna. Okay, next we have the higher one. Okay, if all the building is very high, those kind of thing, of course, you need to get another type of base station that will be able to do multiple angle, okay, able to project and cover more area. Okay, next technology highlight. Okay, so for our DAP F series, okay, we have some of the technology. Okay, first we have the TDMA plus, okay, allow you to having a high throughput, low latency, and anti-interference. Okay, inside there's one option. Once you turn it on, okay, it will totally just kill everyone. Okay, for example, you just select wireless channel maybe 49, for example. The rest of the AP that is not belongs to you, okay, connect to this channel. Okay, they will encounter interference. Okay, for our one, no issue at all. Okay, we have this kind of technology. So this one can only work, okay, when you set up PtP or PtmP. Okay, next, okay, we have the calculate distance automatically. It will always make sure that you can get the high baud rate. Okay. Okay, next, for this one, we have the cloud base. It's called our CWM F200. Okay, it's a cloud wireless controller. Okay, cloud can support up to 100K. Okay, 100K. So next, okay, we do support all the channel bandwidth. Okay, the 20, 40, and 80. Then lastly, we have, of course, we have the QoS functions. This one is our CWM F200. Okay, so what it can support? Okay, it can support multiple tendency account. So you can create your own local admin to handle their own AP. Then we can do the central firmware upgrade. Okay, we have the syslog. Okay, then you have the online map, not just online map. Okay, you also have the offline map. You can do it. So for the captive portal, okay, no matter it's local database or radius, okay, it do support, but it do not support social login. Okay, currently you only can do web and WeChat login. Okay, it will ask you to key in your WeChat account, those kind of thing. Okay, so this one is a cloud-based, okay, able to manage all the P2P or PtmP AP. So you will be able to see the status of it. Okay, what AP is tied to this master AP. Okay, you also can see it very clearly. So this one is the dashboard. Okay, you will be able to see the status. Then on the right side will be all more on the map. Okay. Then AP profile. Later on, I will show it to you all. Advertisement. Okay, this one very interesting. For our models, okay, the other models we do not have these functions. Okay, for this DAP F series, okay, we can use advertisement. Okay, inside your captive portal. Okay, this one very interesting. Then next, of course, we have the access control. Okay, for the demo, before we go inside the demo, let me go through some of the training slides. Okay, I already created the account using this public IP. Okay, using this, so you all can just go in and take a look. So how are you going to add, for example, if you got project, okay, how are you going to add your AP inside this cloud, okay, the CWM F200? First, of course, your AP, okay, your API must have internet connection. So when you set up, of course, you don't put in just the static IP. Okay, please, also put in the gateway. Otherwise, the AP are unable to go to the cloud. Okay. Okay, next, set out your 2.4 and 5 gig, those kind of thing. You want to be a bridge mode also can. You want to be an AP mode also can. Okay, you can just set it out for 2.4 and 5 gig. Next, inside the AP itself, there's one option called a CAP-WAP. Okay, that one, you need to click on it. Once you click, you need to put in the cloud IP address over here. Okay, remember, must put in. Okay, once you put it ready, it will tie to the cloud. But of course, the CWM F200, you need to do another steps. Okay, what is the steps? You will need to put in the MAC address, okay, of the AP. If you never put in, the software will not be able to capture the AP itself. So inside the software, the CWM F200, you will need to put the MAC address over here. Okay, just tie to the account. Okay, after that, you will be able to see the AP is online. Very easy. Okay. So how are you going to set up the template? Okay, very simple. Just go inside the cloud. We have the VAP template. This place, later on, I'll touch more on this. Okay, is the place that allow you to set all the authentications. Okay, you can set whether you want the web authentication, you want the WeChat or the SMS. Of course, for the WeChat and SMS, you will need to put in their server, those kind of settings, the public IP address, those kind of stuff. Okay. Then next, you can do some management. Okay, you can do some ACL control, the MAC, okay, or by the account, or you can do the bandwidth control. So, okay, you can enable what is the flow control, those kind of stuff. Then lastly, this one. Once you successfully already log in, you want to connect to a website or not. Of course, you can put in this one. Okay, once successful login through the captive portal, it will pop up that page. Okay. So next, okay, we have the basic template also. So for this software, it's very funny. Okay, you need to set up from right hand side first to left hand side. Remember, right to left. Okay, so now it's a basic template. You can set up the channel. Okay, what is the mode that you want to run? What is the width? Those kind of things. Okay. Then lastly, okay, you will need to set up the main template. Okay, you need to put in which AP to tie to. Okay, those kind of things. So next, okay, once you see everything set up already, you can see everything is online. It will follow which kind of template. Okay, it will show over here. In case if you encounter anything, you can just right click more, then you can edit, okay, or even delete or reboot the AP itself. Okay, here of course you can see this is how they select the template to match with the AP. Just like you create a lot of AP, here you can tie to it. You can change the AP template anytime you like. Okay, just apply. But of course, the AP itself will get disconnected. And those kind of things like power on and off. Okay, once okay ready, okay, it will show the correct template. Okay, I will touch on the captive portal itself. Okay, how you're going to do it. So to on the portal and the radius, you actually don't need to do anything. By default, the AP already enabled by default inside the software itself. Okay, don't need to do anything. Okay, next for ACL. Okay, for example, you want to block this IP address. Okay, does not allow this client to go, using this port. Okay, you can set out the ACL. Okay, next, of course, you can do some rules to it. Okay, we have the whitelist. Whitelist means that you can allow the client to go through without doing some authentication, or you can do some access control by the MAC address, okay, the captive portal account, or even by the SSID. Okay, so this one will be more on the account creations. Okay, for the captive portal, you can create the name, the password, followed by the email. Okay, next, of course, how you're going to enable the captive portal is just now what we saw. Okay, is the web authentications. Okay, over here. Just take note. So once you enable already, you want to connect. Okay, you will be able to see their captive portal page. After that finish already, it will just relay you to what website you access or which jump site that you set. Okay, anything from me for the software? If not, we just go to the success case. After the success case, I will show you the live demo. Okay, so this one is what I talked about, the Facebook, okay, the Facebook site. Okay, they have 3 areas. Okay, first, this one will be the HQ. Okay, HQ. Okay, then worker area, followed by the construction site. Okay, so between these 2 areas, okay, we created, okay, the antenna because the distance is around 300 meters. Okay, 300 is not that far, but when we first use 8710, okay, for this model, we do encounter some of the problem like intermittent disconnect, those kind of things that we happen. Okay, because the tree grow taller. Okay, the tree cover the whole 8710. So we have no choice over here. We have to shift one of the AP back to the backyard, further away, because between these 2 distance, okay, is actually around 200 meters, But due to the tree, the environment, those kind of thing, we have no choice to change to this model and shift back 100 meters away. So it will become 300. And the baud rate we get is 866 exactly. 866. So we do a speed test, it's around 300 plus megabit per second. So it's very, very impressive. Okay, for this. This one is a success case for Facebook. Next, we have success case in India also. Okay, they use the AP to do the PtMP. Okay, for the CCTV, as you can see, okay, it will do line of sight. Okay, they mount it on the building itself. Okay, across the city. Okay, to manage all the IP cameras. Okay. Next, this one will be in the Philippines. Okay, I think this one is Philippines. So you can see, okay, they have the project on the PtP. Okay, point to point. You can see For some of the area, for example, like City Hall, okay, there's a few City Hall, okay, they can cross over, okay, PTP around. Then we can do the AP for broadcasting. Okay, for the broadcasting, they use the DAP 3666. Okay, you all can see. So for backhaul, they use PTP. Okay, some of them, okay, for some of the area, they can use PtmP, one AP to multiple point. They're all is the same, okay, for broadcasting, all use DAP 3666.